here and it's time for another meal prep video, which I am really excited for this one because I'm challenging myself to try making some recipes I've never made before. So I think that'll keep things interesting this week, at least for me, because there's going to be some new flavors happening. I'm also doing a combination of creating some meals that are just like ready to go, while also giving myself some opportunity each day to do a little bit of Frankensteining, meaning just like prepping some ingredients I can mix and match together to make slightly different meals each day. I feel like I need that little bit of variety, at least the opportunity for a little bit of variety, just so that I don't get too bored. I think it's going to be the best of both worlds. There's a lot of things to do, so I'm going to get going on that. I also will be showing you throughout the week how the meal prep ends up going, as I always do, which you guys seem to really enjoy. Any of the dishes that I use in today's video will be linked in the description box below, so you can go check out the person that created them, a full complete recipe, the whole shindig. I'm going to be making are some banana oatmeal pancakes, and a few weeks back I actually put rolled oats into my blender and I made oat flour. So this recipe calls for a cup of oat flour. I think I just have enough. Result of the pancakes, I'm letting them cool completely because my plan is to freeze these, and the recipe says that these should be fully cooled before you put them in the freezer. I'm a little disappointed that I only got 6 out of this one because it called for 8, so I may have just made these two like a little too big. But if I were to make a recommendation, it would be to double this recipe if you want to guarantee that you have enough pancakes for the week. I actually prepped some chia puddings. I need a few more minutes, but as you can see, it's really thickened up. This website does say that these last for about 4 or 5 days in the fridge, so you could do whole work week's worth, but I don't have enough mason jars with lids. So that is a cue to me that I need to buy more mason jar lids. On the bright side, these are so simple that prepping these like midweek is not gonna be a big deal at all. I'm also gonna add these babies to the chia pudding base. You could obviously add whatever fruit you like, but I'm putting in some blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries. Buying frozen fruit is always a good idea, especially in the winter when things really aren't in season. I'm gonna plop them in there, put these in the fridge, and they should be ready to rumba. Ooh, ooh, oh boy. Oh my God. About it before on this channel, but this is such grandma energy that I channel here with this knife. This is the only knife that I swear my grandmother uses to do all her cooking. I do want to like invest in a good set of knives because I feel like all of my knives, I've been getting a lot of ceramic knives lately and they've been chipping on me. I want to get some good knives, but that's a future Caitlin purchase to figure out. Right now I'm about to make the vegetarian chili, and I'm starting off with some onions in here and a little bit of olive oil. Usually I cook with water and not olive oil, but I feel like it'll add a lot of nice flavor to this chili. So I'm gonna do that. I've already prepped all of my veggies. I've got my spices, garlic. I have to open these cans of diced tomatoes and navy beans. I just love that sound, so this is gonna be good. This is a side note, because my pan is small, I ended up having this recipe. I need to invest in like a nice big pot because I want to do soups this winter. And this one just is a little tiny. It's not bad for one person, but if you want to bulk make food, you're a bit limited. Chili's gonna be resting on the stove for probably the next half hour. So while that's happening, I'm gonna get chopping some veggies to roast. This is going to be part of the Frankensteining portion of the meal prep. I'm gonna chop up some potatoes, some zucchini, some carrots. I'm also gonna roast some chickpeas. And those are gonna be great for some different mixing and matching meals throughout the week. I'm at the point where I'm going to be adding my beans and corn. I actually am going to end up adding some black beans because my navy beans were not looking right. I don't think I'm going to add all of these, but maybe like half or so. Finished seasoning another pan of goodies. So over here we got chickpeas with paprika, turmeric, black pepper, salt, and a little bit of olive oil. And then over here we just got zucchini with basic salt and pepper. Both are going to be very, very yummy. For either a snack or dessert, I'm gonna make these raw chocolate chip cookie dough bites. This is a recipe from my cousin Nikki's Health Nut cookbook. This is like the dream meal prep cookbook. So if you're looking for great recipe ideas, there's so many in here. I've made these bites before and they're so delicious. I just need to switch out a few of these things because I don't have them. I'm gonna use peanut butter instead of cashew butter and oat flour instead of almond flour. All done, and it's about 2:06 right now. So it did take about 3 hours, but keep in mind that I was filming while doing this, so that adds time. I also only had one pot, so I couldn't do multiple dishes at one time. I only had one oven rack, so I could only have one set of pans in the oven at a time. So realistically, I think you could manage to get this done around the 2-hour mark. I did end up with lots of food though. So I've got vegetarian chili, quinoa, roasted potatoes, roasted carrots, roasted chickpeas, roasted zucchini, steamed broccoli, 2 chia seed pudding, washed raspberries, cookie dough bites, 6 oatmeal pancakes. Did I mention quinoa? A lot. So hopefully this gets me through the next 4 or 5 days. That's usually where my meal preps kind of take me. I still can't get over how gorgeous these guys look. Like, hello. So beautiful. Oh, those carrots are good. I used to hate roasted carrots, but now I like them. Is this adulted? It's about 6 o'clock, so I'm just heating up some of that chili, and I'm gonna top it with a little bit of sour cream and some fresh green onions, just to add a little pizzazz of flavor, you know? I think this is gonna be really yummy. probably just made this thing a lot less healthier than it was, but I am very excited to eat it.
Figure it out when I'm editing. So, you know, maybe it's like a cool
These smell amazing. Oh my god. Yes. Ended up adding a little bit of olive oil and some bocconcini balls, mini bocconcini balls, and this looks like it should be delicious. If you're someone who's weird with textures, chia pudding might be a little bit of a tough one for you. Like the texture is very slimy. The mistake of skipping lunch today because I was out doing errands, but tonight I'm having the last little bit of my chili, so I'm just heating that up. I'm actually very sad that this is gonna be done because I've quite enjoyed this and I feel like it tasted better than day one. Like as it sat, the flavors have just marinated together and it's been a great time. I'm not super hungry right now, but I want to go do a few errands, so I definitely don't want to get hungry while I'm trying to do those and then get hangry. I'm just going to do a little quinoa salad, some of the chickpeas, some of the broccoli, and then I think I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil and call it a day. For dinner tonight, I just wanted something simple, so I ended up reheating some of the potatoes and carrots and did 2 sunny side up eggs. Actually, nothing looks more delicious to me right now. I know this doesn't seem like much, but I'm here for it. This is the last day of the pancakes, which makes me sad. Putting them in the toaster is definitely the way to go. You just gotta make sure they stay in there long enough so that it properly heats everything up. But my kitchen kind of smells like banana bread right now, which is fantastic. What dinner is looking like tonight. I just mixed basically all the leftovers that I had, which were the quinoa, chickpeas, broccoli, potatoes, carrots, and I just added like a little olive oil based dressing just to kind of, I don't want to say the word moisten things up, but that's the way I'm going to describe it. It just was looking a little dry, so I feel like this is going to add some nice flavor and moisture. I'm so sorry for saying that word so much. I'm editing this video a few weeks later and I realized I never filmed an outro for it. I'm recovering right now for being sick, so that's why my voice has gone down a little bit. All of the food that I ended up prepping ended up getting me around 4.5 days of meals. By far my favorite thing that I made was the vegetarian chili. I will definitely be making that again. Chilies and soups are just great because they store really well in the fridge and they're also really easy to heat up. The chia pudding was probably the thing I was most disappointed with, and I think I'm going to experiment with different types of toppings. Maybe even go back to overnight oats because I used to put chia seeds in my overnight oats, but I just found overnight oats like a bit more of a pleasing texture. Quinoa is still very much so one of my favorite ingredients to meal prep. I just think it's a really versatile ingredient. And I think the only other thing is I had roasted some white potatoes this week. I would go back to sweet potatoes. I think sweet potatoes are just a better potato for storing in the fridge and then reheating. So all in all, very much so calling this week a success. I hope you guys enjoyed following along. If you did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. If you want to see more meal prep videos or more food content, please let me know in the comments. And if you have any soups that you think I should try, let me know, because it's winter. I'm also sick right now, so I'm feeling like soup kind of calling out to me. And I think that's it. I will see you all very soon with a new video, and until then, bye everyone. I also have this fun pimple that has greeted me over the last week. Doing well.